Hello. So today we're going to be talking about why it's important to create a support system after you move. Okay, but first let me get you updated on a few little things. We're going to do a 3-day challenge. And it's starting today. It's going to go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And this 3-day challenge is focused on creating a support system because you need a support system. So that's what's happening, guys. Okay, and so for those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Keisha Ellingson, and I help people transition to life after a move. Right? There's a lot of information out there about how to move, moving companies, finding rentals, or things like that, but there's not information about creating connections, about how you walk through the life after you've moved when everything is different, friendships, all those things. That's what we cover here. Okay, welcome. I'm glad you're here watching this. So today is the first day of the challenge, and we're going to talk about why it's important to create a support system. So number one, most moves do not come with a support system. Now, if you're moving next to your family and your family's super helpful, then yes, that's like a kind of like a rare occasion where you're moving to a support system. Oftentimes, it's the opposite, where we're moving away from the people that we know, the places that we trust, and all things familiar. And we move into a place, sometimes it's even a state or a country that's we don't know anybody in, completely unfamiliar, and you need a support system. So don't think that you can't have a support system because you don't know anybody. That's false. I'm going to show you how. Okay. So the second reason why it's important to create a support system is because you need friends. You need connection. And if you have kids, your kids need connection. We're all built for connection and friendship. We have that as a need. And it's as much of a need as our physical needs like water and food. We have a human need for connection. The third reason is you need a break. You need a break. We all need to be refreshed, and we can't do it all on our own. Oftentimes, when we leave all of the old supports that we had, or all of the familiar routines, and step into a new area, we tend to fill in for the things that used to supplement our life. Like, for instance, our kids going to church on Wednesday night. And now we don't have that church yet. So we just like hang out with our kids on Wednesday nights. And then we used to have like a get together on the weekends, but we don't have that get together. So we're just doing like our family's just hanging out at the house on the weekends too. And we are like kind of scooping it all up. Like, so we scoop our family up and we're like, okay, we got you, we're good. But you don't need to do it all on your own. And if you keep on pushing and doing it all on your own, it's going to work for a while, but then you're going to hit a burnout phase. And I don't want you to burn out. I have been there. That's how I can talk about these things, is because I've been there. I've burnt out. I've tried to be everything for everybody, and you don't need to be. Having support systems are important. Okay. The number 4 reason why it's important to create a support system is because conversation is important for your mental health. And when we're talking to friends, right, we're kind of pulling out of our mental world and like conversation, like having conversations and being more in the present. And oftentimes, if we find ourselves alone a lot, which happens during the first part of a move before you make connections, we tend to have a lot of mental thoughts going on and mental conversations, which can be great. However, there are lots of people who have a habit of speaking very negative to themselves, speaking more harshly to themselves than they would any other human being, than they would actually say out loud. They speak more harshly to themselves. So, like, you're with yourself all the time. There's no getting away from yourself. So don't be mean. Don't be mean to yourself. Okay, be nice to yourself and encourage with those words. But if you find that you are in a habit of being super negative, then those friendly conversations and conversations with people you know will help out even more because it's time and space to stop replaying those negative thoughts in your head and converse and have a conversation, a different conversation than what's going on in here. Okay. And message me if you need help with that, because I have a lot of resources for that. Anyways, okay, number 5, the 5th reason why it's important to create a support system after the move is because we don't need to learn all the hard knocks or the hard lessons by ourselves. So there's lots of different lessons that you can learn in every single area you go to. And speaking with the locals and asking them, like, hey, what's your favorite place? What's something that you don't really enjoy around here? Or what's something I should watch out for? What's some place I should go to? Those are the things that will help you avoid the hard lessons. For instance, in Texas, okay, they have sandbars all over. Hard knock lesson for me: do not walk barefoot in your front yard. Don't walk barefoot in your backyard. Don't try to run across your backyard like I did, because they're sandbars. And so being from Minnesota, where everything is nice and green and there's no poisonous animals or like insects and stuff, like we could just do that. I'd never thought about it, right? The hard lesson I learned in Texas is that I got, 4 steps, and then I had to stop because I literally could not walk on the bottom of my feet anymore because there's so many sandbars, and I had to just tweeze them out of my feet. Hard lesson. But if you talk to the locals, then you'll be able to avoid some of those hard knock lessons. So this video is about why your support system is important. And as a part of this training, I'm also going to do a video on how to set up and create your support system. So this is a 3-series challenge today on Monday. So you're going to have a live video here and then a video in the Facebook group, Homesick to Happy, or Homesick to Happy Movers. You can just go on Facebook, search it, and click join. You'll find it there. I'll have it in the comments as well. And so this group that's where you're going to get like the meat of this content. Okay. And then on Wednesday, we're going to repeat the same thing. I'm going to talk about the topic of support systems. And then in the Homesick to Happy group, you're going to get the meat of the content. And then same on Friday. So right now, I think Facebook is down though. So I'm going to get this video, how to create a support system, up in my group as soon as Facebook gets its stuff figured out. Sometimes that happens, but I'm glad for other ways to connect with you. So if you are not yet part of the Homesick to Happy group, you are welcome to join. I'm happy to have you, where we talk all about life after the move and after the boxes are unpacked and after you're in a completely new area, right? Because there's lots of supports to get you there, but then what, right? Hi, I'm Keisha, and I will help you through, okay? So come join me and let's walk through getting you all set up and thriving in your new area. Have a fantastic